All right, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 966th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. Apologies for the quirky start here. My desk betrayed me a little earlier. My desk topper betrayed me a little earlier, and so that's what's led to a little bit of this. Good to see you all in here. Happy Memorial Day. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying your days off. If you have any, family members, friends who currently serve or who have served, thank them for their service. I don't have the best relationship with my father, but he served in the military for almost 30 years, 2 different branches, Air Force and Army. My kid brother served in the Army, I think for like 6 years or something like that. And so thanks to my kid brother and Papa Sharpe for their service. Mike Steele with the $5 super chat says, last week I was getting my usual Friday Dole Whip at the Mirage Pool. Good Lies came on over the pool speakers for all to hear. I had a moment. Yeah, your Good Lies is that is the official theme of Kevin Samuels. Your Good Lies is yeah, man. It's hard. It's still hard for me to listen to, but it is what it is. R.I.P. to the GOAT. R.I.P. to the other Godfather. The other Godfather, the late great Kevin Samuels. Okay, so as you all know, there is a new episode of Grilling. Of course, it is hosted by the lovely and not so talented CHIAN Reynolds. Let me just point out a few things about Ms. Reynolds, just so you guys know, just so you guys can get kind of an idea as to who she is. The first issue that I have with CHIAN Reynolds, and she doesn't give a shit about me, right? She doesn't need my approval, but this is why we know she should only be used for recreational use only, like Byron Gaines told her to her face not too long not too long ago. Myron Gaines told her straight up, "You are for recreational use only." The first thing that I would like to point out that shows that she is for recreational use only, she seems to be very, very comfortable with being... Do you see how comfortable she is with men making contact with her midsection? Like, this is... Like, these are... Like, if that's not your boyfriend, if that's not your man, and it's again and again and again, y'all. And here, she actually looks like she likes the dude. She's always hugged up. Yeah, and look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this. See, not only did this dude give her roses, further inflating her ego, he's got his hand on her hip. She's got her hand on his hand. Okay? Cheyenne's a flirt, guys. She's a flirt, and anytime a girl who's attractive is a flirt, she's a hoe. Another man with his hands, and again, keep in mind, most of the outfit, almost all the outfits she is wearing. Now, this is actually a half decent dress. I will give her, props on this nice Christmas dress. It's sexy, but shows a little cleavage, goes down to the knee. But most of her other outfits are skin tight, form fitting. They're always just an inch or two below her vagina. Which she has no problem with teasing us with, as I'll talk about here shortly. Everything is skin tight. There's another man. Arm around, hand on the waist. Super duper short skirt. It's ridiculous. Again, she just seems to be very, very comfortable with random men having hands on her. Is this a crime? No, it's not a crime. But that's a bad look. It's just a bad look. And I think what CHIAN... I think that CHIAN, like most women, like most modern women, they think that it's attractive. They think it makes them more attractive to be seen hugging up on a bunch of dudes. Well, as we all know in this community, nothing could be further from the truth. Yes, it's attractive for men to be seen in pictures like this with different women, right? That's what turns women on. This is not a turn on, Ms. Reynolds. This is not a turn on. What is this? What do these pictures tell you about her, Devin?
She belongs to the streets.
Hey man, you said it, I didn't. Black Lemur says, I am guilty of liking such clothing. I am too. Dude, I love when my girl looks slutty when she's with me. Dr. B84 says, kind of pre-selection in reverse. Yeah, that's oversaturated selection. See, pre-selection is important for girls to be attracted to guys, right? But we all know that most men would fuck most women. So it's not a flex. It's not a flex to be seen in pictures where you're wearing next to nothing, rubbing up on these dudes. Like almost every one of her dresses are like dude. And then we get to the vagina pictures. CHIAN seems to love teasing us by almost showing us her vagina. Like, what are we doing here, Ms. Reynolds? And as far as I know, I think she has a child. Right? There's another tease. She loves to almost show her vagina. She loves doing that. Clearly, this is no accident. This, of course, is the most egregious of them all. She's literally showing us her vagina. Don't know what's going on here. Yeah, her foot looks a little weird. I don't know. Maybe there was some Photoshop involved, which wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, she loves advertising her lady bits. She loves, the kitty shot. She loves showing her vagina. That's not something becoming of a woman worthy of a long-term relationship with a man of value. It's just not. And then, of course, we come to these pictures. Have you noticed something about this picture? She's a little thinner. Ooh, she's a lot thinner here. She is a lot thinner here. Here, not so much, right? Listen, CHIAN's been blessed with good genetics. She was born beautiful, but she doesn't work out. And the reason why we know she does not work out is because this was from 4 or 5 years ago, probably even further than that. This is from, 3-4 months ago? 3-4 months ago. Let's scrutinize this. There is absolutely no tone in her legs. This is why we know she doesn't work out. There's no tone in her legs. We can see the flabbiness. We can see the flabbiness starting to take place here. This is where the good genetics have taken place. Or maybe she's using Photoshop. I don't care. But the point is she is one of these women. The only reason why she's not fat is because she's still young. I think she's 32 or 33 years old. She's like 32 or 33 years old. I mean, listen, genetics can only take you so far. At some point, you got to hit the treadmill. Some point, you got to hit the weights, right? That's just how this goes. So, women have these ridiculous egos. They really, really do. Cheyenne's ego is out of control, and that's fine. It is what it is. We all listen, man. We've seen this movie before. We all know how this ends up. Dio says she's 30. No, I think she's like 32 or 33, something like that, right? And I'll say this too. I was actually going to tweet this out a little earlier, but I'll go ahead and let you guys know now. Being born as a woman, being born super attractive as a woman in the West, that is a curse. That is more of a curse than it is a blessing. Devin and I were actually talking about this a little bit earlier. Dude, people are not designed to be able to deal with that kind of attention. And this is men and women alike, right? Having, celebrity, having any sort of notoriety that goes beyond just regular notoriety, like getting recognized in public all the time, that's not something most people are equipped to deal with. Least of all women. And unfortunately, women in the West who are born super attractive, it is much more a curse than a blessing because these women never settle down. They only settle down, they end up settling down with men they don't really respect and love because they're too busy fielding offers. They think there's always somebody better. If it's not going to be him, it's him. If not him, it's this guy. I wonder what this guy, oh, he brought me flowers. He's tall and good looking. Let me bang him. Oh, this guy is tall, good looking, and he's in good shape. Let me bang him. Oh, this guy is tall, good looking. We can't tell whether he's black or white. He's mixed. All right, let me bang him too. Like, being rubbed up on all of these dudes just tells us, and listen, is she banging these dudes? I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if she was, right? Don't believe what women say, guys. Watch what they do. And when they show their vagina for all the world to see and steadily gaining weight, it's just like, dude, she thinks she's hot shit. She really, really does. And I'll admit, she is attractive, to be sure. She's attractive, to be sure. But that's really all she has going for her. Cheyenne Reynolds is nothing more than a basic bitch. That's what she is. She doesn't have any depth. She doesn't have any complexity. She doesn't have any layers. She's just an attractive woman who talks. And look, I am never going to be mad at an attractive woman making money because she's attractive. Hey, man. Hey, if the creator gave you a genetic advantage when you were born, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Now, it's probably a little bit wiser to lock down a high-value man when you were, say, 18, 19 years old, right? But, hey, if you decide to be a single mom and basically just fuck randoms for the rest of your life and pray that your kid, son or daughter, never sees this picture on the internet, then, hey, do you. It is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not mad, right? But actions have consequences, and this is why being born attractive is a curse for modern women, because they can never settle down. They always think there's somebody else out there. Which leads me to the interview. So she recently did a date. She went on a date with Sneako. And it's funny the way she characterizes these interviews. She calls them dates, I think just to kind of sleaze it up. Oh, okay, I'm going to do a date with this guy, blah, 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 blah. So without further ado, let's get into this.
What would you do if I couldn't cook? get you some
What would I do
cooking classes and call your mother and say you failed.
Don DeMarco Sneako. Don DeMarco Sneako. Coming out guns blazing. Coming out guns blazing. Ladies, if you can't cook, that's your mama's fault. Don't blame these men out here for you not having a man. Blame your mama. What the hell is that? Grilling.
I'm Sneako, and I'm here to find love. I don't think I'm going to find it, but it's going to be a good way for me to exercise my charm and my bobbing and weaving skills on a date. We'll see how it goes and see if I'm really misogynistic. This is why I'm on Rumble, because what I say is not safe enough for YouTube, but I think I can manage her grilling. I deal with a lot more haram every single day on a panel of 10 haram women. This is nothing. This is, I'm trained, I'm ready to go. She can ask me whatever she likes. I'm an open book. I'm one of the most honest people I know. So honest, I think that's why they had to ban me on YouTube. Sniper out now on all platforms.
Good fucking God. There she is with the extensions.
Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great.
Nice to
give
meet
me
you.
a hug. Great to meet you.
Nice
You look
to meet
great.
you.
I wasn't knowing what to expect.
Thank you, you look nice yourself.
Nice. I put on a good shirt.
Yeah, it's a very nice shirt. Oh, he's handsome and he looks nice.
My apologies for being late.
It's okay, better late than...
Never apologize for being late, guys. Never, ever apologize for being late. This bitch is on your time, not hers. Ostrike with the $5 super chat says, born beautiful, hard not to become narcissistic, born rich or on welfare, hard not to become lazy. Yeah, there you go.
than never.
Essex is a bit far. I did not think we were going to come all the way here. I'm late.
It's okay, better late than never.
Essex is a bit far. I did not think we were going to come all the way here. I was in London.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's good to be back. I haven't seen grilling in a long time.
Yes, well, we're back. We're back. So, Cheyenne.
Nice to meet you, Sneako.
Okay, bitch, like you already shook his, like you just hugged him. So clearly Cheyenne is feeling Sneako. She's feeling him. You can already tell. She was attracted to Myron. She 100% wanted to bang him. 100%. That's why she gave him a 3.2 on their date. We know that what women say and what women do are two very different things. And the more a woman tries to convince you of something, according to law number 24 of the 49 laws of Sharpe, the more likely it is that the opposite is true. She was so attracted to Myron, it was coming out of her pores. It appears that Sneako is on his way here.
Nice to meet you, Sneako.
I actually think she looks really good. I like her hair, her outfit.
So, Sneako, tell me.
Yes, Sneako. But as you're 24, so let me put you up on game here, buddy. A lot of good-looking women in the world. But not all of them bring you lasagna at work. Most of them just cheat on you. Kevin Smith from Clerks. That was the most profound thing that has ever been said. So yeah, telling a woman she looks good, okay, big deal. She gets told she looks good all the time. Who gives a shit?
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Let's start with your hobbies and interests.
Hobbies and interests. I'm working all the time recently, so there's not a lot of time to do anything extracurricular. I consider this fun. I enjoy talking.
So what Cheyenne appears to be, and I haven't watched this, by the way, but what Cheyenne does is she flirts with her dates to, I guess, more or less throw them off the scent, and then she tries to, backdoor and try to come at him. Myron was too smart for that. Sneako is too smart for that.
Dating?
Well, I enjoy talking to beautiful women, but it's still work at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
I'm always working.
nice.
Always working.
Always, yeah.
No sleep. So where's your accent from?
I grew up, I was born in New York City.
So what's New York like compared to London?
It's very similar.
is it?
It's kind of identical in a lot of ways. It's getting infected by wokeness.
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Infected by wokeness?
It's getting infected.
What do you mean? I think I'm woke.
Do you?
Yeah, I think I'm woke. I'm conscious.
Big red flag. Giant red flag. I'm not really sure what she means by that word. People always use that word in different scenarios, but that's, I kind of want to leave.
What is wokeness to you?
Wokeness
He said, I kind of want to leave. There you go.
is using weakness as a virtue. It's finding power in being a victim.
God. He's opinionated.
Yeah. But guess what that also means, Cheyenne? It means you want to smash. Look at the twinkle in her eye. Look at a twinkle. Dude, look at this twinkle in her eye. He is definitely opinionated. So either Cheyenne is pretending to be attracted to him to maybe soften him up, or she really is attracted to him. Listen, girls like this are very, very good at feigning interest to get something out of you. Right? She knows who Sneako is. She knows he's a young millionaire. And girls like this love young millionaires. Why? Because they don't really know any better. I've said this all the time, guys. I've said this many, many times. There is a reason why Instagram models, strippers, thoughts, etc., there is a reason why they go after the young NBA guys. There's a reason why Brittany Renner targeted PJ Washington and not a guy like Kevin Durant. Because Kevin Durant's been around the block. She didn't target James Harden. She targeted PJ Washington. James Harden knows what's up. She didn't target Joe Johnson. They always, you notice that all of these NBA young boys, those are the ones that are most susceptible to the Instagram thought trap. Tyler Hero got caught up in it a couple of years back. Real talk. Devin says, did she take some time off to get some work done? Her cheeks are huge. Yeah, I think she got some work done. She probably did. She's going to be the type of chick. She's lazy. She does not work out. That's obvious. But we're going to keep observing her. She is going to get, her looks are going to become more and more shoddy. Because if she wants to stay thin, she's either going to have to get in the gym or go under the knife. And I don't get the impression that she likes doing anything that's hard.
It's just virtue signaling. So blaming things for racism, blaming everything on sexism, on misogyny, on other circumstances. People like to latch on to identity politics to give them justification for where they are in life.
Bingo.
It's going to be a long day.
Or
yeah, it is going to be a long day. Why does it look like you like that it's going to be a long day?
make climate change their personality because they need to feel like they're oppressed. It's everybody wanting to think that the system is against them when the system is actually giving us these ideas to just keep us distracted and keep us fearful and always yelling about nothing. That's London, that's New York.
But at the same time, like, everyone has a different reality. My experience as a woman is very different to yours as a man. So of course I might call it misogynistic and sexist.
But latching onto that and blaming the world for being misogynistic will hold you back more than however misogynistic the world actually is. If you believe these ideas, your thoughts and beliefs, they end up emulating and creating your reality.
Yeah, you manifest it, right?
So if you walk into a room...
Oh my God, no, that's not manifesting it. That is not manifesting it.
And you sit down here thinking that I'm misogynistic or that the world is oppressing you, what's going to happen is you're going to see more of it and you're going to be thinking that and the world's going to respond to that.
I don't have a victim mentality, but it's really hard to not let things burn you a little.
Like what?
Experiences, for example, even dating, right? I consider myself a very nice, homely girl. I would go on a date, and it's like I could be the woman that you want, but it's still not enough for a man that's not ready. So then that...
Well, sweetheart, that's because you're in your early 30s and you're a single mom and you like to show your vagina on the internet. That's really what it is, man. That's really what it is. Like, listen, sweetheart, you can get as frustrated as you want to. CHIAN can be as frustrated as she wants to with dating. The reason why she is going to be alone forever, either that or married or with someone she doesn't really respect or love, is because of her life choices. That's it.
That would initially be a bad experience for me. So then say if I'd done that, and I'd gone off into the world and done that with 10 other men, 10 more men on
Jesus.
Body count that is an issue for you, men, so then it's like,
Oh my
where do we
God.
stand as women? Because there's a lot of good women that have the same morals and ethics that I have that are going into the world, and it's like, if a man's not ready, he won't wife you.
Oh, dude, same morals and ethics. Are we serious? Does this woman really Does this woman really think that we believe she has morals and ethics? Like, what is happening here? Is this moral and ethical? Huh? Is that what you want your kid to see in 10 years? Like, dude, stop it, man. A lot of women like to proclaim a lot of things. Yeah, I'm a quality woman. Not quite. Not quite.
What does that have to do with misogyny?
If I'd done that
Thank
with
you.
like 20, 30 men, you'd be quick to say, your body counts too much.
And that's because it is.
And it starts to have this battle of the sexes with a double standard and the behaviour and the way men disrespect women for wanting to be as liberated as a man sexually.
So you want to have as much sex as a guy?
No, but I'm saying, like, whether I did or whether I didn't, because of the way the world...
Whatever I did or whatever I didn't. Ay. CHIAN, sweetie, you're a hoe. Like, let's just call it what it is. You've slept around. Like, let's not parse our words here.
is and the way it views things, how do we keep it fair then?
Well, double standards exist for a reason. It doesn't
Thank
have to
you.
be oppression. If this was an actual restaurant in this scenario, I'd be paying, regardless. Like,
Thank
no
you.
matter what, no matter how the date
Thank
went,
you.
even if you stormed off, even if you thought it was a misogynist, whatever, I'm still paying. And I'm not going to complain about that double standard. That's just, they exist for a reason. We have different roles that we're supposed to play.
Yes, just like CHIAN can get into clubs for free, right? Dude, girls like CHIAN, of her attractiveness, at least of yesteryear, they go out without their IDs, man. They just go out without their wallets because they know they're going to get in the club. They know they're going to get drinks bought for them. These are 18, 19, 20-year-old girls. They're not even of age yet. They let them in clubs. They let them drink. That's how this goes.
Double standards exist for a reason. It has a negative.
But we don't. Again, CHIAN, she could be on a boat with a millionaire. She can be on a yacht with a millionaire. That's not the same with me. Just like Andrew Tate said, I got to buy the yacht. I'm not complaining about that. But by the same token, if I'm not complaining about the statistical advantages that women have when they are young and beautiful, then as a woman, you don't really have a right. I mean, you can complain all you want to, but ain't nobody trying to hear you complain about double standards when you participate in double standards and don't seem to have a problem with it. See, women love to complain about double standards that they participate in, as long as it doesn't affect them negatively. If it affects them negatively, it's a double standard. If it doesn't affect them negatively, well, that's just the way things are.
Connotation because of female ego, but just get over it. We have different
Yes,
roles, and
thank you.
it's extremely important that we play those roles.
That's
This
right.
is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
A woman should keep her body count as low as possible.
Really? What is it with men and wanting like a woman that is basically a virgin? So
Oh, well, what is it with women who want men that are basically like providers? Right? Once again, we as men are shamed for our wants and desires, but women are not. We want young, attractive women with low body counts. That's just how it is. Well, if you want a family, you want young, attractive women with low body counts. So she can ask, well, what is it with women who wants, young, attractive women who are basically virgins? Sweetheart, this is our firmware. We didn't decide to be like this. It was decided for us. Just like it was decided for you to prioritize finances when it comes to locking down a man. I will never, ever, ever down a woman for dating a guy strictly because he has money. No problem with it at all. Dude, Devin and I are watching the Anna Nicole Smith documentary, and it's actually pretty good. But everybody wanted to call Anna Nicole Smith a gold digger. Okay. So, listen, she was a young, beautiful, attractive woman. There was an old man billionaire who wanted to spend his golden years with a young, hot woman. There's nothing wrong with that. She gave him what she wanted. She gave him what he wanted. Company. A young, attractive woman to spend, his last days with. He gave her what she needed. Money, a house, and all that other kind of stuff. I got no problem with that.
what's your body count?
Sniper out now on all platforms. What's yours?
No, we're not doing that.
There we go.
Should a man pay the bill?
I've paid the bill. Like, I don't mind paying a bill, if that makes
course
sense.
you
I don't
don't.
mind splitting it. But I think it's nice. I do like traditional values in that aspect where if a man is a protector and a provider, then look after me, then
Yeah, see, they like traditional values as long as it doesn't get in the way of engaging in activities that are conducive to infidelity. Right? Yeah, of course she likes the man to pay. She likes the man to protect and all this other kind of stuff. But a man who is going to pay, a man who is going to protect, a man who is going to provision wants a woman who is going to mind him. He wants a woman who is going to love, respect, and obey him. That's right, OBEY, obey. She didn't want to do that? Cool. I'm not, listen, it just means you're recreational use only, just like Myron said.
Pay the bill. But I think it's unfair
Here we
to
go.
expect men to pay the bill.
So what expectations do you have of men?
I have really low expectations now. I'll be honest, it's doing this show.
It's changed your expectations of men?
Yeah, so they're very little now.
Do they have to make more than you? Do they have to be taller than
Yeah,
you?
to be fair, you don't have to make, in an ideal situation, I would love for a man to earn more money than me, be a protector, be a provider, but unfortunately, with the way a lot of people see the world and society sees the world with the men that are the high earners, they can't fit what I want from a man.
What do you want? I don't really know.
So when it comes to like the provider, protector, you
question.
don't need to be a millionaire. I just want someone that can come home, look after his kids, kiss his wife, and give me love, and then play with the kids on the weekend and just have a nice life. But in reality, men that want to provide for you are the people that are out working, that go away on work trips, that have side women and all that.
Oh, see? Do you see what she did? You see what she did there? See? She already knows. She knows she's not. The whole deal when women say they want traditional men are almost never traditional themselves. So she goes off and she talks about the series of traditional traits she wants her man to have, but she's not traditional herself. But to circumvent the inevitable comparison, she is quick to say, oh yeah, they have side women. What does that have to do with protection and provisioning? Nothing.
I don't want that.
I don't think she knows what she wants. What she
course not.
needs is a man to say, no, this is how it's going to be.
Thank you.
But to find that guy who will do that for her is going to be difficult. Maybe you want that.
Very difficult, if not impossible. TJ Law with the $5 super chat says, what's good, man? Just want to say you gave me hope at 35. I was in a dark place and was willing to give up. I'm glad I found your channel. Thank you. I appreciate that, T-Law. T-Law with another $15 super chat says, as young as Sneako is, at least he is around the right mentors. I enjoyed seeing him in a recent collab with Pearl, having her get him a sandwich. Right. That's just how it goes. Listen, a lot of guys are bagging on Sneako because he seems to be kind of in this trend. I mean, people say he's going from red pill to trad. Look, Sneako is very, very young. He's only 24. He's still trying to find himself. He's still trying to figure out who he is. But just like TJ said, 100%, he is around the right mentors. He's around Myron. He's around Tate. He's around Waller. At some point, that will seep in. So that's why I give him the benefit of the doubt there. Levi says, hey, Donovan, what do you think of guys who go on to dating shows and compete for one woman against 20 other guys? Would they be considered beta? I don't know that we can call that. You know, I don't like to. Would they be considered beta? No, I don't think so. And remember, beta is just shorthand for men who don't understand how to handle modern women as they are in 2023. That's really that's really what beta is, right? One action does not a beta make. Donovan's into gardening. He's a beta. Look, man, am I an alpha male? I don't know, but I know what I'm not. I am not a beta male, right? So in these dating shows, they're always cut. And here's something else I'll say. Women are on their best behavior when they're competing for a man, right? If it's The Bachelor, the women are on their best behavior. They're soft, they're feminine, they're docile. But when men compete for them, they're on their worst behavior. Hannah Brown, I think she smashed 3 or 4 of the dudes on The Bachelorette. Just keep that in mind. When women compete for men, they're on their best behavior. When men compete for women, that's when they're on their worst. Mike Steele says a man's value is determined by how much box he gets. His value is judged by how much box he... Oh, no, I'm sorry. He says a man's value is not determined by how much box he gets. His value is judged by how much box he turns down. Among other things, absolutely. Absolutely. And no, CHIAN doesn't know what the fuck she wants. Just like most modern women. Modern women don't know what they want, man. They know what they need, but they do not know what they want.
That guy, you just don't want to know about the extracurricular activities.
No, but it's not knowing. I just want someone that's going to be about me. It's just not a nice thought because it's like.
So don't think about it.
What do you mean? Don't think about it.
Thank you.
No, it's not. Don't think about it. If you've got my mind, my body, my heart, and my soul, why should you then just disregard it and be out here in the club with other women?
Who the hell is being in the club with other women? Number one. Number two, if we have side women, you should consider yourself like you see. CHIAN is one of these idiots who believes that high status men are going to be sexually faithful. And as we have said many, many times before, in this sector of the web, men and women show fidelity very differently. Women show fidelity through sexual loyalty. Men show fidelity through provisioning. A woman cheating, the equivalent of a man cheating, as far as a woman, when women cheat, they have sex with other guys. The male equivalent to cheating is him having another family somewhere, him buying his side chick a car, getting her an apartment, that is the equivalent of male cheating. That is the equivalent of male cheating. Ladies, you hear all the time, if a man loves you, he won't cheat on you. That is incorrect. That is incorrect. If a man loves you, he will never, ever allow you to find out that you are having or have had extracurricular activities. That's the difference.
I'm disregarding it by not telling you.
Honestly, all this show does is make me have very low expectations on men. People always find out, and that's not nice. So it's like you can be very powerful.
Then don't actively seek it out.
But it just happens, and this is the thing. Women come to women as a woman. I'm coming to you as a woman. Is this your man?
Ignore them. Those are always jealous.
Thank you.
Those are always the girls that are like just trying to, they're jealous that you have a good relationship with the man that you're happy with. You can't listen to other women because they don't give good advice to each other.
No, they don't.
A lot of women are extremely miserable, and misery loves company. They don't want to see you succeed because women get extremely jealous when they see a woman get married. So they're going to want to bring you to the club and do the same garbage they're doing. Girls that go like, as a woman, it's never a happy woman.
Because she's hurt. She's also hurt because she was sold dreams by men that wanted to have their cake and eat it. Yep, except a man that cheats on you, basically.
That's not what men are going to say to other men. Men are going to tell each other how to have a happy relationship and how to act properly. And women are just going to tell each other, but women are just going to tell each other, leave him. He's doing this. Look through his phone.
Why shouldn't women be allowed or want to have a man that's just loyal to them? You know?
Because we give you everything else. Because we give you everything else, man. A woman like CHIAN, women like CHIAN, which is like most women, or like a good percentage of them. I don't know what the percentages are, but we've seen this movie before. Like, let's not be disingenuous about this. Right? Oh, pardon me. But women like CHIAN do not understand the fundamentals of relationships. They just don't. They think that it's just blank slate equalism. Women like CHIAN need to understand that if you want my sexual fidelity, you are going to have to give me something that you have never given to another man. Let me repeat that. If you want my sexual fidelity, because I'm already giving you my protection, my provisioning, and everything else. I'm already paying. Look, you've got a roof over your head. You've got food in your belly. You've got nice shoes in your closet. You got a nice car out in the driveway. You have all these things that most women don't have, and you want me to be sexually loyal to you? Sorry, not gonna happen. Now, if I love you, I won't let you find out. But I can go off and smash 10 other bitches. That does not mean that I don't still love Devin. Now, when a woman goes out and smashes other dudes, that's the end of the relationship. But once again, women like this inverse projection that men and women are the same. No. No, we are not the same.
Loyalty doesn't have to be sex for men. It's not.
Told you.
Here we go again, another misogynist. It's your body. Like, why can't it matter to you as a man?
But you can't apply the way you view sex to the way men view sex. Because we will never see it the same way. We don't see it as like we're losing our purity. Our purity is not attached to sex the same way a woman's is.
Yeah, but that's because men put the purity on us as women. So I feel like men give us this pressure.
Do we give?
We don't give you any pressure. Women inherently, see, this is funny. So now CHIAN is blaming her sexual intemperance on men. Well, you're putting too much pressure on us, that's why we're hoes. No. Women inherently know and understand that sleeping around is bad. This is why when you ask them what their body count is, it's crickets. It's crickets.
I think women put attachment on that purity just as much as men do. What's the first thing a woman says to insult another woman?
Bingo.
Yeah.
You. Because deep down we.
Look, he just got her. When women smile like this, this means she agrees. Attachment
on that purity just as much as men do. What's the first thing a woman says to insult another woman?
Yeah, no.
There it is. There it is. The pointing and the smiling. Oh, I see what you just did there. That means you're right. That means I'm right. That's it.
Because deep down we all know that that's how a woman's value is measured.
It's just exhausting trying to find the balance. Now, what makes a good woman?
A good woman is
fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful. If you are fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful, dude, most men, high-value men included, we will deal with a certain amount of bullshit. If you are fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful, you give me those four things. I'll deal with neuroticism. I'll deal with it. That doesn't. Now I'm not going to tolerate it, but I'll deal with it. I'll give you a little extra leeway. If you're PMSing, I'm not going to pander to you, but I'll give you your space. I'll stay away, so I'll stay away until you're finished bleeding. I ain't got no problem with that. All right. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, so you suck at laundry. Oddly specific. I promise I'm not talking about Devin.
Stop the cap.
Promise I'm not talking about Devin. Right? But you look great in a bikini. All right. Okay, so you suck at laundry. No big deal. Right? That's how this works. The more fit, the more feminine, the more friendly, the more faithful you are, the more we will deal with.
Provides a spiritual balance. I'm a very busy guy. I have a flight later on. I have a lot of businesses. I have a lot of people attacking, and I have some enemies, stuff like that. And so there's a lot of pressure.
Enemies?
I need a woman that can...
Oh my God, dude. This is, you know what, man? This is so funny. This is so funny. One thing that I've noticed about CHIAN is she acts like a teenager. Enemies? Watch this.
Enemies, stuff like that. And so there's a lot of pressure.
Enemies?
Like you're a 33-year-old mother. What are we doing? Enemies? What the fuck does that even mean? Yes, he has enemies.
I need a woman that can provide that balance and just that she can pray for me, that loves me, and is happy, and is around, and she presents herself well. It's not that complicated. It's not that hard to please a man.
No, it's
not.
Cook,
clean, smile, happy relationship. It's that simple.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a very, very difficult person to be with, but for Devin, it's easy. We're not hard to please. We're just not. But the reason why women say men are hard to please is because they're 304s. And when they get found out, they move to the next target.
I feel men don't validate women's emotions enough, because it's like, listen, I can do all that for you. I can bring you peace. I can pray for you. I can make you have a really great, comfortable life. But if you're not giving me peace because I'm unsettled because you're out, you're here.
Why is that unsettling you?
Why is he playing dumb for? Because you should, like, if you're out all the time, like, where are you providing for?
Not all the time.
No, but I'm saying, but if you are on business and you've got a hectic life, there's no...
See, oh, wow. There we go. This is the type of bitch that doesn't understand that in order to have one thing, you've got to make some compromises and sacrifices. There's no such thing as a high-functioning millionaire who's home all the time. And by the same token, there's no such thing as a dude who's home all the time who is a high-functioning multimillionaire outside of content creators like us. Right? Like we're in the top we're in the top 1%. That's not easy. That is not easy. If you want to be a high-earning man, if you're a woman and you want a high-functioning man, you're going to have to understand hubby's going to be away for a while. He's going to be away a lot. He might not be the best father, but guess what? Your children won't want for nothing. They won't want for anything. They'll be set for life. You can't have it both ways. You can't have a father of the year who's also a multimillionaire. If you want, like, she wants the dad who's always at the t-ball games, but then she also wants a six-figure paycheck. It doesn't work that way. If a man is a six-figure earner, he's not going to be at juniors football games all the time. He's not going to be at little Sally's dance recitals. He's not going to Johnny's, karate classes. It's just not how it works.
No peace for me. I'm just at home, because if you're not there, there's not that emotional need. Because women, we're emotional. We need that.
So how often do you
So talk to your friends.
need me to check in on you?
Well, if I'm your woman, every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, morning, before, morning and night.
Yeah.
Call you in the morning, call you at night.
There it is.
It's not a problem.
But do you not
Problem's
see
solved.
where I'm getting at?
No. Dude, what are you getting
If I was
at?
raising your children and you're not there, is that fair?
How often do you want me to be there?
No, I'm asking you. It's ideally a good balance. A man needs to be very present in his kid's life.
There we go. And that's the B word, is balance. Women want the balance, but they want the imbalanced result. They want balance, but they want the imbalanced result. And I just sat here and explained to you that doesn't happen. Number one. Number two, she said, what happens if I'm raising your children and you're never there? Who the hell said he's never there? Nobody said he's never there. He said he'd be gone a lot. That doesn't mean he's always gone.
At a certain age, from like ages 0 to 5, the dad doesn't really need to
Thank
be
you.
around.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
going to emasculate me if I'm there all the time and I'm changing diapers and the baby's crying and then you're upset and you're emotional and I'm in that house environment with all these toys and you're like really big and bloated. I'm gonna be emasculated in that time. I don't need to be around from 0 to 5 that much. I'll show up.
But you do.
What do I need to do? Do you want me to change diapers?
Yes.
No.
Why?
Because
Fuck
it's your
no.
child.
Sweetheart, it's your child. It's your child, it's my child. So you expect me to go out and work 12 to 16 hours a day and come home and change diapers?
It's a no for me, dog.
Sorry, not doing it. Not doing it. And high-functioning men ain't trying to change fucking diapers. Like, again, she wants the balance, but she wants the imbalanced result. She wants the dad who's there at every T-ball game who also makes 6 figures. That is extremely rare, if not impossible.
It's yours too.
Yeah, but so I'm not saying I'm.
Who do you think is better at changing a diaper, me or you?
100%
Thank you.
it is a woman. Like naturally. We're
So
not-
why do you want me to be doing it if you're better?
Because it's like take the slack. We're raising children together. It's supposed to be.
And I'm out making a living. I'm out making sure there's a roof above your head. I'm out making sure that you have a car to drive. I'm out making sure that you have the resources with which to raise our children. Ladies, you can't have it all. It does not work that way. You cannot expect a man to work his ass off and come home and change diapers. Yeah, we'll read him a bedtime story. We'll play ball with him. We'll play catch. But, like, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a man, then you need to be doing what you're supposed to be doing as a woman. If you are a stay-at-home mom, listen, it is a privilege to be a stay-at-home mom, y'all. It is a privilege. It is a privilege. Ask any stay-at-home mom. Their lives are wonderful. Their lives are wonderful. And 11 out of 10 women, whether they realize it or not, would much rather be changing diapers than changing ink cartridge and toners at the job. They don't want to be doing that. They don't want to be checking emails. They don't want to be doing board meetings. They don't want to be traveling all over the place. They would much rather change a diaper than change the ink cartridge at work.
A unit. If the core value of a traditional household is men and women together, so we're raising children together.
Who's paying for the house?
Just shop for your kids.
Thank you. Thank you. There it is. Who's paying for the house? Who's paying for the house? He shows up for his kids, CHIAN. He does so every day. He doesn't have to be physically there to show up for the kids.
That's it. Stand up.
So I will go out and get the money to provide for the home and provide for you.
No, but regardless, whether you're providing for me, this now.
Do you see how little respect women have for a man's labor? She's completely disregarding the fact that he is out making a living. She's like, yeah, but he said, who paid for the house? She cut it off. Right? He's like, look, I'm out, making a living in this. Yeah, but there is no yeah, but. If I'm not making a living, there is no house. If I'm not working my ass off, there are no dude, we got to use cloth diapers. Fuck out of here, man.
I was about the children that we're raising together. If a man's not in a child's life, or especially, for example, a female, women tend to be more hypersexual if their father isn't present in the.
No shit, CHIAN. No fucking shit. But you're talking about absentee fathers. See, now she's trying to conflate absentee fathers with fathers who work their asses off. There's no such thing as an absentee father who works his ass off to provide for his family. She has no idea what she's talking about.
Life. Does that not change anything? Would that not make you want to, as a man, be a father and step up and be in that family unit?
Of course I will be there. But from 0 to 5, I don't need to be there all the time.
Thank you.
I don't even think I should live at the home.
No, now you took it too far.
I need an apartment somewhere. I don't want to smell the poop.
See, now he's trolling her. This is great. This is awesome.
In the diapers.
You
and
actually no.
I don't want to trip over a toy while I'm walking to the bathroom.
You're deluded, mate. So you wouldn't be ready for kids then if you.
This bitch actually, and it's funny. She knows he's joking. She knows he's joking. She knows he's exaggerating for effect. Of course, he's gonna share a residence with his family. That's his family.
You wouldn't want to be there and see all these beautiful moments, like a vital moment of watching your child smile for the first time, watching your child take a first step. That's something you've created, and I feel like as a man, that should be the most powerful thing that you've done. You've created a life, you know, that's your name. That's one thing you've got. You raise a child, you have him in your name, your family name, especially if you have a son, and you don't want to be there and watch their first moments.
I want to be there.
This is all bitch babble. This is all bitch babble, man. Sneako had it right. Yes, he will be present. He just doesn't need to be there all the time. Jay Blaze in the chat said that from 0 to 9, it's from 1 to 8, from 0 to 8 mother is necessary. 9 to 18 father. There you go.
I think that's poor.
But you can record it. No, I'll be there. I'll be there 2 days out of the week, but like every single day, just babies crying, and it's. I am going to lose what makes me able to provide for the house and for you and for the kids.
There you go.
We're not going to both breastfeed this baby at the same time.
You know deep down it needs to be every day. Like, why wouldn't it be every day?
We can compromise.
No, it's not compromise. It would be you need to be in the house every day. You in the house with your woman raising your children together.
Okay, well then, if that's what you want, CHIAN, then be prepared for a step down in lifestyle. Look, man, what she's asking is not impossible, right? If you want your man to be there every day with you at home, raising the kids, changing diapers, stepping on toys, etc., then you need to accept that you're going to take a step down in lifestyle. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot have the Range Rover in the driveway, red bottom shoes, fucking, what is it, like 5 Coach bags now. You can't have all of that, which I'm assuming is what she would want, and expect him to be there 24/7. Nope. You're gonna have to marry someone who does not make as much, because men who don't make as much, they got all kinds of time to burn. Broke niggas got all kinds of time to burn. Real talk. And I'm not saying that she would marry a broke nigga, but she is going to have to understand that if this is what she really wants out of a father in a relationship, then she is going to have to expect a step down in lifestyle. And that is something that she does not appear to be ready to compromise on. See, she wants him to compromise on things. But I guarantee you, if he said, well, listen, be prepared for a step down in lifestyle, she'd be like, oh my God. Cigar Man with the $5 super chat, appreciate that. Says, Chris Rock said it best. If the kid can't read because there are no lights, it's daddy's fault. But if the kid can't read because mama not home, it's her fault. Real talk.
Because I'm not being funny, there's enough men on the world that aren't present in their kids' life, and I think it's an absolute shit show, if I'm honest with you. Look at all the single women, look at all the single mothers,
Okay, now we're talking about single mothers and single women. That's not what we're discussing, CHIAN. We're talking about a marriage between a man and a woman who have children. A stay-at-home mom whose husband travels a lot is not a single mom, CHIAN.
I'm not saying you're going to be single.
No, but that's how it is. What's the point? There is no benefit. Listen, like, as single women, as single mothers.
Now, see? Now we've changed the conversation. We went from... So this is what women do. Sneako just kicked her... He just dismantled her talking points. So now women do this without thinking. They automatically change the lane. They change the goalpost just a little bit. We've gone from stay-at-home moms being oppressed to single mothers. They're not the same thing.
They deal with a lot of slack, and they deal with it. They raise the kids, and it's like there is no difference to a woman that is in a relationship or a marriage raising her children if she's by herself, if her husband's living in a separate apartment. She's basically a single mother.
Now that I agree with. Look, man, I've heard Myron and Sneako talking about, we should have a different place. That's something. And listen. Me, I'd be if I got married and had a baby, You guys know how I am. Dude, I fucking love babies. I love babies. Guy like me, I couldn't live in a separate. No, I want to, I want to play with my kid. I want to blow in his belly, right? I want to read to him. I want to play games. But guess what? When daddy's got to work, daddy's got to work. Listen, when I'm all done working and I'm home, dude, that kid gets 112% of my time. Real talk. Real talk, dude, I'll play with him. If I'm home and my wife is just exhausted because, she's been, I'll change a diaper, right? If she's a good woman, if she's fit, well, after the kid, she's not going to be so fit. But as long as she's on her way back to being fit after pregnancy, if she's fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful, yeah, man. Yeah, like, if I come home from the road and I can see that you're absolutely just exhausted, like, I got no problem with changing diapers. No problem at all. Right? Like, dude, a 5-hour plane trip is exhausting. But, dude, taking care of a 5 or 6 or 7 month old, that's tough too. I'm not going to be unreasonable about that, but I'm not going to be there all the time. When I'm there, you got all of me. But when I'm gone, you also have all of me because I'm working for you and the kid.
3 days out of the week.
Honestly, why are men like this?
It's more impactful if the dad shows up and gets to be his best self when he's there.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you.
there. He's there. You're saying it. These
When he's there.
are your own words. When he's there. So what is the point? You in the club, you in business, you doing that.
Whoa. What?
Don't say
Yeah,
anything
as
about
a
the club.
business provider, I get that.
See that?
Be the provider.
I'm
be the man
saying
of
from
the house.
ages 0 to 5, being there every day is detrimental. At the Goo Goo Gaga stage, I don't need to be there all the time. It's just that's the truth. There's no reason for me
I agree. I totally agree.
to be there other than for her to make it fair. If I'm living with my girlfriend all the time, we're going to end up hating each other. That's where the resentment actually builds. If we have separate apartments and then we get to miss each other and then we get to actually be our best selves when we show up and see each other, the relationship lasts longer because you get to miss each other. That's a very important part of maintaining a relationship.
It's about unity. It's about raising them. That's all it is. I don't even need to argue it anymore. That's what it's about.
Listen, I'll take Cheyenne's side in terms of living with, sharing a residence. Because, look, I don't agree with, a man living apart from his girlfriend or longtime fiance, right? I got no problem with that. But where Devin and I are fortunate, we're home all the time. But where we're fortunate is my office is upstairs, hers is downstairs. I don't see her most of the day. I really don't.
What are your red flags?
Red flags at a woman if she doesn't respect her father. That's number one. Number two, if she has a high body count. I think if it surpasses half of her age, actually just over 5.
Thank you.
Sneako, have you ever been in love?
I have, yeah.
Yeah?
Many times.
Many times?
Many times.
How are those experiences for you?
That was a very therapeutic question, but they were good. I think it's a good learning experience. The difference between
He said that was a very therapeutic question. That was funny.
a man and a woman falling in love is, you notice when a woman falls in love and it doesn't work, it ends up kind of wearing down her soul. Trauma as a man can help build you and
Thank
make you stronger and help you navigate the world better because in my experience, I learn from actual experience. I have to go through it in order to really understand not to do something. I think a lot of men are like that. But whereas a woman, if she goes through a traumatic experience, if she goes through a terrible relationship, if she has her heart broken, then that changes her view and makes her more cynical going into the next relationship.
Really? I think it's the other way around. I think when men are in love and they go through heartbreak, I feel like they actually don't come back from it.
Is that right? Is that right? They actually don't come back from it. Yeah, men without experience, men who don't have options, men with one-itis. No, they don't come back from it. But not the high-level men you want. Dude, trust me. Listen, we're human. We're human. We get, we get heartbroken just like everybody else. But if you know what's what, you will not let it defeat you.
What makes you say that?
From experiences, from conversations,
here we
from
go,
people,
here we go,
from the
here we
way men are.
Guys that are heartbroken, they're in the gym right now. They're starting
Thank
a
you.
business right now. They're trying to improve. They don't want to ever let a woman control their ego like that again.
That's what I mean, like men shut off like from love. So if you have your heart broken, then it's like they do go militant and it does probably make them become a better man, but then they're not open to love and then they do.
Oh, no. It does make them a better man and they are open to love. But guess what? They're more discriminatory, right? We don't put up with the same bullshit that we put up in our last relationship. You see, Cheyenne, the difference between men and women verbally is that when women try to avoid the kinds of men that have done them wrong, you guys are called strong and brave. But when we avoid the kinds of women who do us wrong and express this to other men, they close off. You're not open to love. Every man is open to love, 100%. But we ain't checking for bitches like you anymore. We're just not. That's really what a problem is.
This whole, they don't want to then be loyal to just one woman. They want their options.
That's right.
That is kind of true for me. My first relation, like in high school, I was all romantic, lovey-dovey, simping, giving her flowers, writing her poems.
It's not simping though.
It is simping.
I think being romantic.
No, it absolutely is simping these days. See, dude, my high school girlfriend, I bought her flowers. I did all that romantic, mushy stuff, and she couldn't get enough of it. Did that make me simp? Of course not, because she had never experienced it before. I was her first everything. I was her first kiss, her first sex, everything. But Donovan, how do you know that she was a virgin when you had sex with her? I'll put it this way. There was a lot of cleanup that had to happen after that.
Romantic is not simping. That doesn't make you a simp.
Yes, it
does.
Why
in
2023 it does.
Why should it be called simping if you're showing love and affection to someone you love?
And I'm sorry I keep stopping this, guys, but I really need to make this point. The definition of a simp is very simple. The definition of a simp is giving an undeserving woman access to your time, your energy, your attention, and your resources. Let me repeat that. The definition of a simp is a man who gives an undeserving woman access to his time, his energy, his attention, and his resources. His tears, if you would. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. He says meat, I like tears. It's the same thing. CGA came up with that concept, right? In high school, my high school girlfriend deserved those things. She was dedicated to me. She was a virgin. She didn't have other guys. Yeah, of course she did. Oh, bad wreck. Oh, bad wreck. Oh, wow, Kyle Busch cannot control that car. Sorry, guys. So many people think that being a simp is simply being nice to women. No. Being a gentleman is not being a simp. Treating your woman is not being a simp. I treat Devin any chance I get because she deserves it. She is not an undeserving woman. Why is Kyle Busch driving backwards?
That's not simping. Like, you're not doing too much.
But
That's showing.
respect and love and attention has to be earned from a woman. You can't just give it to her.
Bingo! Bingo. There it is. Dr. B84 says, because giving her flowers off rip is never reciprocated, while the bum dude smashes for free, and you end up choking the chicken, it's an L for guys these days. Thank you.
Thinking that the more I love her, the more she's going to love me. It has to be reciprocated. I think this goes for a lot of guys. It's not heartbreak, it's just understanding female nature. If I'm writing all these poems and giving her all these flowers, and there's another guy out there who's not giving her attention and is maybe more accomplished, or she wants attention from that guy.
And is banging her.
Because of what he is. If I'm giving you all the attention from the jump, then you have nothing to work for. Women want to work for attention just as much as men do. So me writing all these poems and love cards and everything, it's a turnoff if she doesn't have to get something at the same, if she doesn't have to work for it.
Dude. Hey man, hey, look, don't look now, but Sneako is growing up right before our eyes. Like, he is really, really getting good at this. He is really, really, really getting good at this. Good for him, man. Dr. Durden with the $10 super chat says she was actually describing women just like herself. Absentee mothers focus on their careers and outsource their motherly duties. They even outsource the pregnancy via a surrogate. Exactly. Another inverse projection.
Some women just want love. You know, it's not always about working for it. And I put myself in it.
It is about working for it, Cheyenne. And that's the problem. Men are not making women work for our attention. Why do you think women leave relationships so easily? Because they got the relationship so easily. The biggest mistake a man can make in a relationship is angling for the relationship first. What do I mean by that? That means you're the first to ask for the relationship. Because when you ask a woman to be your girlfriend or be committed to you, you are indirectly telling her that she has done everything necessary required to secure your time, attention, energy, and resources. She didn't work for it. She didn't have any skin in the game. So if she didn't have to work for your attention, she's thinking, subconsciously she's thinking, this guy doesn't really value his attention because he gave it to me so freely and easily, right? A male slut, a male hoe is, how can I put this? The equivalent of a girl who sleeps around. The male equivalent of a girl who sleeps around is a guy who has a different girlfriend every other week, right? If a girl sleeps with a guy, a girl who sleeps with a guy 2 hours after meeting him is the same as a guy asking a woman to be his girlfriend 2 weeks on the second date, right? A girl who has slept with 6 guys in 6 months is the same as a guy who proposes to a woman after 6 months of dating. Male sluts and female sluts are very, very different. You must earn his attention and affection.
Situation, like, I've never been the kind of woman to want the man that doesn't want me. You know, I want stability.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
I'm not.
yes,
you don't
you
even
are.
know me, so yes, I would. You know, I'm the woman that wants stability. I'm the woman that wants love. Maybe I'm naive and maybe it is a fairy tale, but...
Oh, stop it. CHIAN is not naive. CHIAN is not naive, dude. Dude, CHIAN knows more about the game than Sneako does because she's a woman. And an older one at that. Stop with all this. Well, maybe I am naive. All this innocent shit, this bullshit.
That's the way that I see the world. Show me that you want me, fight for me. The moment I know, you've got my respect in the sense of, I will ride for you, I will root for you, I will fight for you. But if you're not even showing me that you care, why? Why should...
It's a no for me, dog.
And this is where Western women have it wrong. There are more CHIANs than there are Sneakos. Let me repeat that. There are more CHIANs than there are Sneakos. There are more semi-attractive single mothers in their mid-30s than there are 24-year-old millionaires. Okay? There are more Devons than there are Donovans. There are more Mrs. Tomasis than there are Rolo Tomasis. This ties directly into the law of supply and demand. And as the one who is not in as much demand as the other person, it is incumbent upon the person down here to qualify to the person up here. I'm not going to fight for you if I know that there are thousands of other women who are willing to fight for me first. I have more value than you do. And if I have more value than you do, then guess what? You need to qualify to me, not the other way around. Now, let's just say, for example, I was interested in a 19-year-old woman who is still living with her parents. Let's just say that we know she's a virgin, she's not a hoe, she's not on Instagram, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? There are more Donovans than there are 19-year-old virgins living with their parents. You better believe it. And think about what we're saying here. Just think about how rare quality women are these days. There are more millionaires in the West than there are virginal women, and there are not that many millionaires relative to the population. Just let that sit for a second. There are more millionaires than virginal women in the world, or in the West. Straight up. But this bitch you want me to fight for you? You're in your 30s, you have a body count probably into the triple digits, and a kid to show for it, but you want me to fight for you? And your respect? No, sorry, boo. No. If I'm the one in demand, if there are the less of you there are, the higher the demand is for you. This is why secretaries don't make as much as football quarterbacks. I remember I was in a conversation with this girl named Alicia at a call center I used to work at. Right? And I'll never forget, we're having a conversation, like somebody had just signed I think it was Ben Roethlisberger, signed like a record-breaking deal, whatever the case may be. And she says, I can't believe that they paid these guys all this money just for throwing a football. I said, what? I said, okay, how many people can throw a football like Ben Roethlisberger? And I just sat there and waited. She's like, I don't know, not that many. I said, okay, how many people can do our job? She looked her, she's like, exactly. Exactly. This is why Ben Roethlisberger. Well, this is why Jalen Hurts makes $51 million a year. Because there are not that many people that can do what Jalen Hurts does. There aren't many Patrick Mahomes. There aren't many Justin Herberts. There aren't many Joe Burrows. There aren't many Lamar Jacksons. The less of you there are, the higher the demand. This is why professional athletes make the money they do and school teachers don't. We can call it a tragedy and all this other kind of stuff, but that's the law of supply and demand. As it pertains to relationships, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. She wants the lead role in the play without having to audition for it. No, sweetie. No. There are more people who want this role than there are productions like this. This is why they have to audition for them. That's how it works. If there were 100 production companies and only 50 people to play the role, then guess what? It would be the production companies that would have to wine and dine the potential lead roles. That is literally the way it works in the dating market. And women like CHIAN do not understand that guys like Sneako are not common. Girls like her are. CHIAN is a basic bitch. That's what she is. She's a basic bitch. And nobody fights for basic bitches, CHIAN. Sorry.
Should I?
The relationship that you're describing, you're going to get bored of this guy.
Told you.
You want a guy to be with you all the time. You don't have a lot of expectations. You just want a man that loves you. And if you're not having to compete for his attention to some extent, if you're getting all of his attention and he's always available, both of you are going to get bored. And then you're going to end up cheating. You're going to leave.
When I say competing for your attention, I don't mind competing if it's your work, your business. I'm not competing with another woman for you. So if your time is not with me, then have it be at work. But it's not going to be for another woman. I'm not competing over
not one other woman,
man.
but if your man is not getting attention from other women, you're going to become unattracted to him.
There you go.
No way.
He needs to be desired by other women, or else it's just, you're going to get bored.
Have you ever thought the fact that it's women are actually desire men that are good men? Being a father is a masculine quality. So that's what I'm saying. So you're contradicting what you're saying. It's to be present in a child's life, to do all those things. It makes you attractive. It doesn't emasculate you.
You want to make you more attractive? You want to make you more attractive? A man who can provide for his child. And this bears the question: Would you rather be with a man who is there 24/7, or a man who's working 24/7? And I know those are extremes. But women are bored with stability. That's what she's talking about. She's bored with stability. Denny Hamlin just absolutely got crushed. Oh my God. Oh yeah, he's done.
Makes you look better. More women want you when you are a present father.
My point is, you are going to want a man that is desired by other women.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So being there and being a present man, and it's for one woman, makes other women want that. You know, so it's down to you as a man to control and have that discipline to not let other women get you.
Really? And if you're 100% certain that I wouldn't step out on you, then guess what? You end up becoming bored. It should not be like this, guys. I want to make this clear. Pre-selection and post-selection. This and stay with me here. Pre-selection has always been a requirement for you to be attractive to other women. It's been like that since the dawn of time. Back in the dinosaur days, the caveman who was the biggest and the strongest who oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a huge race fan, and the Coca-Cola 600 was delayed till today. I watched Monaco. I watched the Indy 500. I was robbed of my 1,262-mile race day. So, forgive me. Pardon me. Ooh, good God. Pardon me. But I lost my train of thought. Let me get it back. Sorry, y'all.
You know,
At
so
the
what's
same
the
time,
best I'm saying? But if you're a very successful man, why can't you be the man that runs it down, holds it down, has discipline?
Got it. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Pre-selection has always been a requirement since the dawn of time. Women don't want men that other women don't want. What feminism did is it split the man in two. And so now to really keep a woman's attraction, not only do you now need pre-selection, you now need post-selection. That was never, ever, ever the case. In 1923, if you had a reputation as a player, you weren't getting married. You were not getting married. Absolutely not. If you were a man who cheated on your wife, I mean, the wife she probably isn't going anywhere. She's probably not going anywhere, but that used to be frowned upon. But now, because of feminism splitting the man in two, the man women want and the man women need, now post-selection is necessary. Because if you as a man don't have post-selection, meaning that she does not see that other women still want you, she's going to get bored.
To not let
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yes. So back in the day, the caveman, he was the biggest and the strongest. Other girls, the other cave women liked him, so that's, of course, made him attractive. Back in the Victorian days, it's always the way it's been. But now feminism has bastardized women's minds to the point where unhealthy-ish habits make you attractive. And that's a damn shame. It really is.
Other women get you.
At
So
the
what's
same
the best
time,
sort of saying? But if you're a very successful man, why can't you be the man that runs it down, holds it down, has this business, is so successful, and is loyal to one woman? Do you know that would be probably the most alpha man on the planet?
Oh, stop it. Shut the fuck up.
Because every woman would want that.
name one of those guys.
Thank
I
you.
don't know any because they all sleep with other
Bingo! Thank you. And now here she
women
comes.
because they have options. So that's what I'm saying.
you're
So
describing a person that doesn't exist.
so if you really wanted to be that
There you go.
ultimate alpha in general, be the loyal man that has the integrity, has the morals, has the business, and that's it. Yeah.
With all due respect, Ms. Reynolds, I'm not going to let a slut who's a single mother with a bastard kid tell me what masculinity is. Right? Bitches are all the time telling us, I'm tired of men telling us how to be women. We are more accurate in terms of what we want and need. A man can train a woman. A man can train a woman to be feminine. A woman cannot train a man to be masculine. Y'all. Sorry. No, man. Like, CHIAN is a hoe. You're a hoe who's a single mom who flirts with everybody you work with. Sorry, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to say, this attractive woman says that this is what's alpha. I'm not trying to be alpha. I'm not trying to be an alpha to basic bitches. Not going to do it. Sorry.
You can't even think of one example.
No, because I don't know. It's not in my.
I don't know one either.
But I'm sure there's a lot of men that are loyal, that come up with those. It's like, for example, you could be.
Yeah, name them. He just asked you to name one, and you said you didn't know any.
Right now, broke and all this, and you could be able to come up with a woman who really is a ride or die. And if you stuck with that woman,
then she's my priority.
And she's your priority. And if you're
Yes, but a woman would not stick with you. Man, a woman is not going to stick with you if you don't have your shit together. She's just not.
not only of our attention was on business, and it was solely on her, then you would be the most wanted man. Women desire good men.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Women don't desire good men. Women desire the men they want. They desire the men they want. You see, CHIAN desires a good man now that she's in her mid-30s and a single mom. Where were you when you were in your 20s? Did you desire a good man then?
So for you to say that, you're basically saying all men cheat.
Yeah, well, all successful men, the men that you want will cheat.
We need to change this narrative that every woman wants a millionaire. There are men on this
Nobody said that every woman wants a millionaire.
planet that have those morals where they won't cheat and they are for one woman. Like, I don't care what.
Yeah, and those men do not have the respect of their women. Unfortunately. They used to. Back in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. Not here in the 2020s.
People saying that you could argue maybe it's a very small percentage of men that wouldn't cheat and would be loyal to one woman. But that man there is the most alpha man on this planet. Oh, this is draining me. Would you
Of course it's draining you, because you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
agree with me if I'd slept with over 20 men?
Come on. Let's be realistic.
Let's be realistic. But if I give me a percentage of men that wouldn't cheat and would be loyal to one woman, but that man there is the most alpha man on this planet. Oh, this is draining me. Would you be man there is the most alpha man?
Okay, so, gotta get the likes up, guys. I got 571 people watching. I'm only at 237 likes. If you guys can get me to 350 likes in the next 10 minutes, if you can get me to 350 likes In the next 10 minutes, I will open up the chat to everybody.
Man, this planet. Oh, this is draining me. Would you be with me if I'd slept with over 20 men?
Oh, this is so funny. Watch how... This is funny. Oh, this is good. This is good. Watch how she... Now, we're going to watch this 3 times. Watch.
Oh, this is draining me. Would you be with me if I'd slept with over 20 men?
Look at this. CHIAN knows exactly what she's doing. Now we're going to watch this with the sound down. Watch her face. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the speed. I'm going to change the speed. We're going to go super slow. We're going to play this at half speed. Now watch. I want you to watch her facial expression. Now, she's about to ask him a question. Would you be with me if I had been with over 20 men? She asked him in a very flirtatious way. She asked him in a very flirtatious way. This is an attempt to manipulate him. Would you be with him? Would you be with me if I slept with 20 women? Watch her facial expression as she asks this question. Watch. Do you see how she blinked at the end? You see how she blinked at the end? CHIAN knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's trying to flirt with Sneako enough and ask him seductively enough to the point to where he would agree to be with her if she'd slept with more than 20 men. But it's interesting. She says, would you be with me if I slept with more than 20 men? Well, more than 20 men could be 21 or 121. Let me repeat that. Over 20 men could either be 21 or 121. So that was a disingenuous question as it was. And we all know that CHIAN has been with well over 20 men. I think that's pretty obvious. Let's listen to Sneako's response.
Saying that you could argue maybe it's a very small percentage of men that wouldn't cheat and would be loyal to one woman, but that man there is the most alpha man on this planet. Oh, this is draining me.
Again, CHIAN, I'm not going to listen to what a woman like you says is masculinity. I'm so sick and tired of hoes trying to tell us what alpha is. They know what alpha is. But they don't want him anymore.
Me? Would you be with me if I'd slept with over 20 men?
Over 20 men.
Come on. Let's be realistic.
Let's be realistic. But if I'd done everything you wanted, prayed for you, protected you spiritually, gave you that...
You wouldn't be able to do that if you fucked 20 guys.
Why?
Ooh,
Why wouldn't I
there
be
it
able to?
Your soul would be broken.
Thank you.
How would it be broken? How
You
would
can
do it?
tell, you can look into a woman's eyes and see her bodies.
Go on.
She has that glazed over look. The more body...
Oh, he is talking about the 1,000-cock stare. That's what he's talking about. The only time the 1,000-cock stare is not readily obvious with a woman is when she's looking at a man she's aroused by. Because CHIAN, when she talks to Sneako, there's clearly a twinkle in her eye. Like there's a twinkle in her eye. But I guarantee you, when she's putting on her makeup or doing some shit when she's not off camera, she's got that 1,000-cock stare.
Bodies she keeps taking with guys that don't care about her. Your eyes right now,
Don't even...
11, maybe 11, 12. But the more it goes up, it's like... I was nice. I told her 12, but I could tell that it's probably early 20s. And now she has expectations of monogamy, and it's just that guy...
It's well over 20, Sneako. Come on, man.
Is not going to take a girl with a body count that high seriously. I'm sorry.
As
There
a
you go.
woman, I'd say I've got I can be a very feminine woman, but unfortunately,
You got
because
masculine qualities.
I have a lot of masculine qualities because of the way my life played out, you know, and everything is about
Oh, because the way my life played out. Translation, because of the decisions I made. Because of the choices I made. Do you see how she tried to circumvent the blame? Let's listen to that again. I'm in this predicament because of the way my life played out.
You got masculine qualities.
I have a lot of masculine qualities because of the way my life played out.
Yeah, I have masculine qualities because it's not my fault. No, you have masculine qualities because you chose to be that way. You want to know why you have masculine qualities? You want to know why you have masculine qualities? I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Look, your life didn't just play out. Look at this picture. Look at this. As long as we have not equality, we must be disorderly. There you go. She's a card-carrying feminist, y'all. Dressed up as a broke-down Lara Croft. That's why her life played out like it did. Because you are a card-carrying feminist who's given your body to way too many men. That's it. That's it. Plain and simple.
You know, and everything is about circumstances. So it could be the environment I grow up in or whatever it is. So I don't get to be the feminine woman that the world wants me to be because that's not my life. That's not reality. And it's not the...
Well, then, guess what? As Kevin Samuel says, buy a dog and die alone.
Oh my God.
The way the world is. But there is a massive wave of hyper independent women because men don't step up enough because not that many men have the values that would want to cover the bill, that want to do this, you know.
So why would...
That's because there aren't many women worth doing that for.
Luckily, you're a gentleman, like you said earlier, going back to you saying that you'd split the bill, you're a gentleman. But this is the thing, there's a confusion where people believe that just because I'm alpha, and then there becomes an arrogance and an ego, and then there's no respect for women at all. So then,
oh my God. Did this bitch really just call herself an alpha? Dude, this is why she's single, man. This is why she's single. She's a basic bitch. And yeah, like Kyle 2020 says, she keeps blaming men. Nothing is her fault. It's my environment. It's the world, blah, 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 blah. No, the reason you are masculine is because, number one, you're a feminist. Number two, you're a single mom. And number three, because you're a hoe. These are all decisions you made unilaterally. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to take a man's seed unprotected. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to bang all these dudes. Nobody put a gun to your head to stay out of the gym. No, these are the decisions. Your life is a manifestation of your decisions. That's what it is. That's it. That's it. That's it. Cheyenne Reynolds is miserable because of Cheyenne Reynolds. Nothing more.
it makes it harder for women to even respect men, and that's why we have this unbalance.
Like, you want a guy to be
It's imbalance, not unbalanced.
monogamous, to be at home all the time, but you're also saying you're masculine.
You're not home all the time. I'm not saying you need to be home.
You
I'm
did
saying,
say that.
Yeah, I'm saying
Oh my
being
God,
present
here
with
we
your
go.
children.
Oh my
Looks like
God.
we're in for another fight. Come home, sleep in the bed at home.
With
You
the
raise-
masculine
with the
woman?
woman, sleep at home with
Thank
the
you.
woman that you had made a baby with.
That
you
would
you
be
slept enough
easier-
times to f me and get me pregnant and have a baby, so then stay there every day to raise your child. You can work till 10 p.m. if that's the case, but come home to your woman so your kids can see you in the morning.
No, not going to. Not going to. If I'm out of town, I'm not doing that. Guys, this is why you do not take relationship advice from women. She is sitting here trying to tell us that this is what makes men alpha. More women will want you if you stay at home, take care of your kids, and change diapers. Fuck no, man. No.
Like, I understand in the past, in a traditional culture,
Oh my
them being
God.
monogamous to one woman and
What?
always coming home. But you're also saying that there's this rise of independent, hyper-masculine
you.
women. And you also want men to be monogamous to them. Don't you see how that's going to fail? Because if you're a masculine woman and we're monogamous and we're staying at the house all the time, what's going to happen is I'm going to be more feminine. That's not a happy relationship.
Bingo.
Even hearing you now say, like, you need to come home, you need to raise a kid, I'm like, I need to go to the garage and, like, smoke. I need to go and get a beer with the guys. Like, I'm ready
Yes.
to go and hang out.
Thank you. Go work on my car. Do some gardening. Gardening is alpha.
Of an excuse to sit in the bathroom and just get some alone time, which is what a lot of guys do with these hyper masculine women who are saying, you need to be here, you need to do this.
If I was then your woman and I'm saying to you, it's Sneako, like, I need you here with me. As your woman, I need you. And so if it's your duty to be my protector and my provider, and I'm calling out for you and I'm upset, I'm distressed, and I'm calling you and you're not there, you ain't no alpha, you ain't no protector. Simple as that.
Oh, okay. So your definition of an alpha and protector is basically being a nagging bitch, right?
I don't know if you could tell, but I love a good debate.
And then the way you're
Yeah, she's turned on by him, clearly. She's turned on by him. Like 100%. He's young and he's rich.
saying that, my response would be, okay, I guess I'll come home.
Exactly. then perfect, and then done. That's it. You're home.
Do you see what you've created?
No, I've
You
created
have
peace.
effectively emasculated me. That's not
No,
peace.
how has it emasculated you?
Oh my
You've
God.
said you've
I've went from-
no, but you said in the beginning. You said a woman that you're going to provide a stability. You're going to provide.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
No, but that's what you said, and that's how I've heard it, and
She's
that's
not.
what I'm saying to you. Like,
See,
listen,
there it is. See, he's speaking facts. She's talking feelings.
For me as a woman, I understand so many things.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. You've made me go from this guy, happy guy, confident, my shoulders are up, to okay,
Changing
I'll come
diapers.
home.
Yeah, but not every day with your shoulders pumped up. Maybe sometimes you need that moment.
Sometimes you want me.
Oh, there we go. So now we're negotiating attraction. Oh boy.
Sometimes that's compromise, and that's a relationship. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes actually listen to a woman. If you want to be able to provide that, just listen.
You want to sometimes simp?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
No.
Independent means independent of a man when a woman's
Thank
talking
you.
about it. I want her to be
Oh, wow. I love that.
dependent on me. I want her even before we meet.
I know exactly what she's going to say, or at least I think she does. When a man says, I want a woman dependent on me, what a woman then comes back and says, well, you just want a woman dependent on you so that you can take advantage of her and disrespect her. No, that's not what we want at all. That's not what we want at all. A woman that does not depend on us is a woman that cannot trust, love, and respect us. That's just all there is to it. That's just all there is to it. Because when a woman is dependent on a man, men are far less likely to take advantage of a woman that is dependent on him than vice versa. Women who have men dependent on them are fucking bitches. And women assume that we would act like them if they were in the power position, if they were the breadwinner. This is why, and again, this is more projection. They assume that we would act like them if they had the upper hand or the leverage, or if they were or if they had people depending on them. If a man is depending on a woman, that woman's going to be a fucking bitch because she just doesn't respect him. She just does not respect him. Even if she did, she's going to leave the relationship. Women take, and again, think about it like this. Back in the day, men had all the leverage. Men had all the leverage, right? Yeah, were there some men who took advantage of women? Of course there were. Of course there were. Were there some men who put their hands on their wife? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. But those were few and far between. See, men didn't take advantage of women back then as much as they would have you believe. Oh, back in the day, men were they disrespected women and all. No. Y'all are talking about the one-offs. You're talking about the outliers. Now you come to today, women have the advantages. Women have the advantages. And I think it's fair to say that women are definitely taking advantage of men. Men had the leverage back in the day. There were some men who took advantage of women because of the leverage. But not nearly as many women take advantage of men today. When men had the power, we didn't take advantage of women that much. Yeah, we did. I'm not going to say that it didn't happen, but we just didn't do it. That's why women were happy back then. But now that women have the advantage, a much larger percentage of them take advantage of men and the system than men did back then. But once again, women assume that when we have the leverage, we're going to act like them. And that's where this narrative comes from. It's all projection.
To be dependent on her father, ideally. I don't want an independent girl boss queen running around here. Like, I make my money. I don't care at all. It's impressive as a man if you have things go on, you're busy. I don't care if she's busy. That means nothing to me. I want a dependent woman.
With that though, I feel like women like
she
to make
goes.
it clear that they've got their own money, just so like men like you that are in a better position in life.
Here we go.
Don't call us gold diggers.
I don't think there's anything
No, no. Dig for gold. CHIAN. Dig for gold, baby. Hey, look. Dig for gold. I have no problem with gold diggers, y'all. No problem at all. If a woman... Well, gold diggers. Right? If a woman... And I said this before, but again, if a woman is with a guy because he has money, primarily, I got no problem with that. That's the way women are supposed to be. Just like men are supposed to want young, attractive, virginal women.
bad with being a gold digger. I think that a woman should desire rich men. I mean, that's a smart thing for
Oh
a
my
woman
God.
to
There
want.
you go.
There's nothing
Thank you.
wrong with a woman wanting a rich guy. I think that that's actually a good
Unbelievable.
quality in a
Unbelievable, dude.
woman because it shows that she prioritizes a lot of the things that make a man a real man. Why would she not want to be with a rich guy? Why would she not want the best life for her children? Why would she not want to see the fruits of his labor and travel the world? Why would she not want to be with an accomplished man who's made money to get
Okay, you guys got me to 336, so I won't close the chat, but I'm not going to open it up to everybody because I'm not to 350 yet. So
to the point where he has the experience, he has the qualities. There's nothing like Gold Digger has been shamed a lot. Of course I don't want a girl to take all my money, and we've seen relationships fail like that, which is why you should protect it, but she should want an accomplished rich guy because that shows that he's capable in many different areas of life.
So do you believe a woman should pursue a career?
It's not a bad
No.
thing. Sure, I think it shows some good qualities, but
no, I disagree. Women should pursue careers when their children have left the house.
I think that she should prioritize raising a family over the career. If she finds the right man and they start having children, she should be willing to give up whatever career she has to go and raise a family.
No, that is fine. Like, that's fine. But there are women that also want to have a career.
Yeah, but you can't have it both ways.
Oh, it's so difficult. I'm saying yes. No.
No.
How come you're saying no?
It just never works. There's always going to be a level of attraction. If that's ever on the table, that's not a real friendship.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course.
It's disingenuous. So why did you say yes?
I say yeah because I do believe that you can be friends with.
Every attractive woman loves... Oh, we're at 350. Okay, we're at 350. I'm going to open up the chat. To subscribers only. Appreciate you guys get me to 350.
With someone of the opposite sex.
You have male friends?
Yeah,
Yes, but
of course she does. But all her male friends want to fuck her. And this is why girls like male friends, because they know that their male friends do things that her female friends wouldn't, because her female friends don't want to fuck her.
I'm starting to realise, don't get me wrong, like as I'm getting older and from experiences, I'm realising that a lot of the time men are just trying to sleep with me, and like a lot of them
Yes.
have played the long game. Like
And you still...
No, but because I do have like...
See? There you go. So she understands. She understands that men are friends with her because they want to fuck her.
3 good guy friends that wouldn't sleep with me.
Oh my
Like
God.
genuinely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they gay? The only way that she has 3 good guy friends that wouldn't sleep with her is if they are gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but that's why girls love having gay friends. Dude, like real talk. Like I would let Devin go spend the night at her former hairdresser's house. Travis. This dude, and I like Travis. That's my guy. Dude, that is my guy. I would trust Devin. Go, have fun. Eat Haagen-Dazs ice cream, talk shit about guys, talk about how niggas ain't shit.
Because they always tell me they like try and like go get married and just settle down and just...
Are they in long-term relationships?
One of them
No.
is, yeah. That's what I mean, and even like
What about the single one?
his missus like invites me round to barbecue, like I get on with her, like it's nice, it's a nice unit, you know.
That does not mean that married man does not want to fuck you. That's how this goes.
The single one wouldn't sleep with you?
No.
You want to test?
No,
Why not?
I'm not
There,
doing that.
I thought he's your friend. You could
He
trust
is
him.
my friend.
there it
Call
is.
him up.
And say what then?
I'm so horny.
There it is.
I'm grilling and this guy sucks. I need to meet you in my car real quick.
Yeah, he'd actually tell me to shut the fuck up. Genuinely.
Yes, but he would also say, but what time?
Well, you won't call him up. I know what he would say.
Oh, yeah, Lunnell. Yeah, I'm watching the race too, man. Yeah, Hamlin's out, for sure.
Let's be honest. But it's fine. You can continue living in the delusion. What do you say in London? She's waffling about. She's chatting fam. Come on, blood. She's
Come on,
chatting.
bruv.
The same
She's just chatting, bruv. It's time to put the kettle on.
way that you're living in the delusion about your single friends, you should apply that to when you settle down with a successful guy and he's going out on business trips and maybe he finds a girl once in a while. Just ignore that the same way you're ignoring the fact that your single friends would absolutely destroy you if given the opportunity.
There you go. That's it. Luke Red Pill Perry says, her legs are on point just like Pearly. You might change your mind You might change your mind if you see this. Yeah, her legs are not on point. Her legs are not on point, bruv. Not a chance. Those are not on point. The only reason why she is not fat, is because she's still relatively young. Her legs are only on point because she is sitting down. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I wouldn't tap that ass, but she's recreational use only, dude.
What?
Huh?
Honestly, I'm so sick of this. Men and women can't be friends. I'm not being funny. If you're too insecure to accept the fact that your partner has someone that's a friend of the opposite sex, that's a you problem.
It has nothing to do with being insecure. He just asked you a question. You asked him a question. He didn't make it about your woman not being friends. No. Sorry. He didn't ask that. He just proved your point. She said, would he smash? She's like, no. Do you want to test it? No. Which means she knows that her friend would fuck her if given half the chance. But then she turned around and says, well, if you're insecure, nobody said anything about women being allowed to have male friends. The question was, can men and women be friends? And the answer is yes. Men and women can be friends. They're friends all the time, but it does not benefit the man. In almost every platonic mixed gender relationship, it is almost always the woman that benefits. And she knows he wants to fuck her. That's why she's his friend. But the minute she admits or acknowledges she wants to fuck him, the jig is up. Because why else continue to be friends with the guy?
If you're a liberated woman and it doesn't matter and you're on a new path.
I'm liberated sexually, 100%.
Oh.
Like, I will do...
Are you liberated?
As in the sense of, like, I will do what I want to do for me. But it doesn't mean... Like, my term of sexually liberated doesn't mean that you need to be going out having sex with everyone. Mine just means I can, if I choose to do it and I want to do it and I want to wear that, then I'll do it.
Translation.
She belongs to the streets.
She just told on herself. She called herself sexually liberated. That was a Freudian slip. But then when Sneako, oh, wait a minute. Oh, so you're liberated. Then she tried to backtrack and say, well, I don't mean that sexually liberated. If I want to do it, I'll do it. No, sweetie, you have done it. That's why you have a kid.
So you're liberated?
I'm liberated. I'm just a liberated person in general. Like,
you're liberated sexually, though?
I'm not sexually in the sense of, like, how you're trying to...
Free at last.
I think you should just be free regardless. Like, do whatever you want to do for you, as long as you're not harming anyone, hurting anyone.
And I agree with her 100%. Just don't expect the men that you want to take you seriously. Guys, women can do whatever it is they want to do. It's not against the law to be a hoe, guys. It's not against the law to sleep around. Just understand that actions have consequences. For every sequence, there is a consequence. And those consequences can be good consequences, or bad consequences. The choice is yours.
Breaking up families, cheating, and do what you want.
You want to know why you're not actually sexually liberated?
Why?
Because liberated means you're free from everything. You're free from judgment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm liberated, but I'm...
So then tell me what your body count is.
If you were actually liberated, you would tell me the number.
Yeah, but I don't...
Oh my God! Jesus fucking Christ. You see? Unbelievable. And guys, I didn't watch this. I did not watch this. Oh my God.
Listen, I don't care, if that makes sense.
If you don't care, then you can tell me.
Whether I'm liberated or not,
there you go.
It's
See
got
that?
Nothing to do with you.
The reason they...
See, he's got her cornered. That's why she's smiling, because she knows he's got her. He knows she's got her.
You won't tell me is because you care.
I don't think it's free. Listen, I don't think women are free in that sense. Like, as much as...
So you're not liberated?
I'm liberated, but I don't think I'm free when it comes to...
Liberated means free, baby.
Those words are synonyms.
Does that make sense? Like, I can feel free, but I'm not free with society the way that it is.
Oh boy.
Like,
oh boy.
We'll just get manipulated and twisted, and I can't be bothered to deal with it.
See, there it is. See that? Whatever I say, it's going to be twisted and manipulated. Yeah, translation, I don't have a rebuttal for what you just said because I know you're right. You see that? You see that? Every single time. Like, dude, Sneako is destroying this woman. Wow.
You do?
I do. And they're gonna, this is, see, I'm honest about I'm actually liberated. With my...
Oh, that's why you're doing it, to prove a point that you're more liberated than me.
No, that's not, well, actually, yes, I am, because I'm being honest right now, and you can't be honest. This is not accepted in my space. Everyone's against this, but
no, it's not.
With the woman that I love, the main, I don't just do it. The woman I love, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it.
Oh my God, excellent. Oh.
Yes, but you're not the woman he loves. He would not go down on you, baby. Like, that's the difference. Yay! No yay. Like, he just described a woman that's not you. Stop clapping.
Good.
Just with the main one, I understand, blah, 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 they're gonna, but I'm honest.
Good. So that's good that you do it. I feel like...
I didn't like the way you said that.
What do you mean? Oh, good. Is that
What do you mean, aw?
I'm shocked. I was really expecting a no. So it's nice to have someone...
nice?
No, it's nice to have a guy come on here and be like, no, it's good. I enjoy it.
I changed my answer.
No. The reason why I'm saying it's
Never mind.
nice...
I'm done.
No, it's nice because you...
Dude, Sneako is singing a lullaby to this chick. He is singing a lullaby to this girl, man. Like, this is agree and amplify, amuse mastery. He's got her laughing. He's got her smiling. This is good stuff, guys.
Understand, like, pleasure. Don't change. You can't change it. Like, you understand pleasure. You understand a woman's body, and I feel like it's just, as a woman, I'm
Just because a man goes down on a woman does not mean he understands her body.
speaking as a woman. It's not nice to lay in bed with a man and have him just fuck you and not care if you have come. You know, so if a...
Oh. Oh my God. Here we go. So now she wants him to be home all the time. She wants him to change diapers, and now she wants him to eat box and then smash her till she comes. Come on, man.
A man does go down on you, loves your body, shows appreciation, it's much better, and you will get a better result because she's more likely to give you better sex as well.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Nah. Nope, that is not true. See, there she goes again. If you give me head, then I'll give you good sex. No, baby. You gotta give me the good sex before I even thinking about giving head. Right? Like, this chick, like, it's so funny. This chick is still deluded enough to think that we're the ones that have to do it first. She thinks that we're the ones that have to qualify her. No! You are a 33-year-old single mother who is a bona fide slut. You just told us. But you expect us to make the money, be at all of Junior's T-ball games. You want us to cuddle and snuggle and give you this undeserved protection and love all the time, be at your beck and call, and you want me to eat the box?
It's a no for me, dog.
Sorry.
You can respect a random guy that's just going to give you head first night.
Thank you.
The difference is head is expected for the women, no matter like what level of relationship. That's just foreplay. It means nothing.
So
There
this
you
is
go.
why everyone's got it all messed up. Like, that is not just something as accessible as that. Like, that's an intimate thing. What means nothing? See, I was really giving you some flowers then.
It's like I take the flowers back. I don't want them. It's just like foreplay.
Dude, Sneako is killing it. Very nice. Very, very nice.
It's just like kissing. That's just standard. This is how we start. But this is like a different level of intimacy.
That's what I'm saying. It's beautiful. So I'm glad you said yes.
Men are supposed to give women the flowers. Like, this is, you see how this messed up I should have lied.
No, it's good. Now you've got probably more women interested.
No.
Yeah, like you.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What is wrong with a man wanting to please his woman? Especially if she's your main and gives you your peace and spiritually protects you.
Yeah, she's right. There's nothing wrong with it. But I will give my woman pleasure in ways that I want to. I'm not going down on my woman. Even if she's my main, I don't care. I just don't like doing it.
You can't maintain your masculinity and give head to a woman.
Yes, you...
There's
Bingo! There it is.
Stop. How does that take away your masculinity? Like, it doesn't even
It
make
does.
sense.
if I'm doing doggy style, I'm hitting for the back. You're still like do it in the air.
Do what?
Yeah, give head in the air. Get the girl, and I've done this before, unfortunately. You get the girl up here, and you give her the head. You get her up here. That's what he means to do it in the air. That's the only way it can be masculine. The only way it can be masculine.
Give head. Like, as a man to a woman, what does it look like?
What do you mean?
You got to lay on here. You put it, and then I can't recreate that motion right now and still maintain
Yeah, but you could
masculinity.
do it manly. You could, like,
And you
grab
could-
Pick you up.
There's no man in the way.
You could pull her to the end of the bed,
And
grab her.
what's your face doing?
Whose?
What's the man's face doing? Even if I'm hoisting
You'd
up
be
here.
on your...
On my knees?
Oh, no.
Wrong.
Oh, hell no.
But no one
That
sees
is-
it's just me and you, or you and your woman,
God sees it.
you know?
I'm just going to bring another girl in. Let her do it.
Yes!
It doesn't need to be my tongue. The only reason that she wants it to be my tongue is that she wants a level of power. Garbage.
Thank you.
I will bring in
Thank
a
you.
unicorn that loves us both, and she can do the haram for me.
But it's just an intimate thing between you and that person. So no one's seeing that.
And
so you ain't got to
God.
worry about what other men think, or this is a bad angle
Yeah, but that's what the woman thinks.
because men are going to make me look like I'm
It's not.
this, that, like.
It has nothing to do with it. God is looking at you and saying, simp.
No, he's not. Listen, I'm telling you now to all the men that even listen to this.
Here she goes.
It is the most attractive thing
Oh my
when a man
God.
is able to step into his power and even just submit to a woman in
Oh.
the moment. And it's not even submitting.
Oh my God. Oh, but that's what you just called it. That's what you just see. She realized she fucked up. She realized she fucked up. She said, and submit. It's not really submitting. Oh, okay.
It's just nice to please your woman. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
You picked
thought you would.
up the wrong card.
No, I would
She,
be friends.
see, there it is. She wants to be friends with her ex. Yeah. Says the woman who says the woman who says that men and women can't be friends or can be friends.
No.
What's yours?
No. Yes.
What? This is what's how are you telling me to click no? Click, press, pick up. Oh my god.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, he absolutely is. He is absolutely singing a lullaby to this woman. Look at this. Look at her mannerisms, dude. This is look.
This is what's how are you telling me to click no?
See, do you see her fake indignation? That's arousal. Fake indignation's arousal.
Click,
Look,
press, pick up. Oh my god.
look at that. There is a twinkle in her eye, gentlemen.
What? This is what's how are you telling me to click no? Click, press, pick up. Oh my god.
Yeah. Does that look like a woman who's not enjoying this conversation? Does that look like a woman who is not attracted to the man sitting across from her at the table?
Absolutely not.
But you can.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's okay for you to be friends with your ex and not me? There's no difference. Are you alright?
You can't tell
But
me.
you can't tell me no.
You
Cigarette.
can't tell me what to do.
I'm telling you to not tell me what to do.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, you can't. You can't speak to. You're not allowed to speak to other men.
And wait,
Thank
did he
you.
say I was the deluded one? Really?
And you can't. No male friends. No male influences. That's
100%.
disgusting.
100%.
That's what I'm
Why would you want to stay friends with your exes?
Why would
Thank
you
you.
want to?
No. I asked you first, chick.
It's just she's there. She's still. I can bring her over once in a while, but we're not. I'm still keeping in contact with her.
If it's a genuine friendship, then it's understandable. But I think it depends on the dynamic.
So what are you going to be doing with your exes? What are you going to be doing with
Thank
them?
you.
Like we just catch up. I actually am
Catch up?
Oh my
She is
God.
100% keeping him as an option.
Thank
Everybody
you.
watching this knows.
I actually no, yeah. I have an ex that I am not in regular contact.
Oh. She's about to tell on herself. Did you hear that stutter? Listen to this.
Knows.
I actually no, yeah. I have an ex that I am not.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is moving too fast for her. This is moving way too fast for Cheyenne. She can't think of a lie fast enough. There was a glitch in the programming. Now watch.
Everybody watching this knows.
I actually no, yeah. I have an ex that I am.
That you what? Gentlemen, never forget what I'm about to say. Never forget what I'm about to say here. Men cheat with new vagina. Girls cheat with familiar penis. That's how this works. Most of the time when women cheat, it is with their ex. Most of the time when men cheat, it is with a random. This is why I do not date, I do not commit to women who are friends with their exes. RUO. Recreational use only.
I'm not in regular contact, but I do talk to.
Not in regular contact. Really, what is it? What about?
About what?
Just we have a catch up. Hey, how's you? How's your mum? How's life? Oh, it's good. Like, glad to see you doing really well. That's it. That's it.
You know what?
Look at the twinkle in her eye as she talks about it.
You know what that is? You're keeping each other around as options.
No,
Hey.
no, definitely not.
That's exactly
Oh, definitely not. Look, watch her face.
No,
what that is.
It's genuinely not as options. It's just, you know what it is? It's
Listen to
like,
this.
do you know,
What?
see you doing really well. That's it. That's it.
You know what?
Look at the twinkle in her eye as she has this fake conversation. Look, all of the indicators of interest
Mom,
are there.
how's
Look,
life?
see? Look. She's playing with her hair. She's imagining talking to her ex. Guys, she's imagining talking to her ex right now. This is insane. She is literally telling on herself.
Who you talk to?
About what?
Just we have a catch up. Hey, how's you? How's your mum?
Oh, there's one.
How's life?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's good. Like, glad to see you doing really well. That's it. That's it.
You know what? You know what that is? You're keeping each other around as options.
No, definitely not.
Oh, definitely not.
Stop the cap.
Law 24.
That's exactly what that is.
It's genuinely not as options. It's just.
Yeah, there it is. Law 24. Definitely not.
Do you know what it is? It's like genuinely that ex. There's just a lot of love there in the sense of. No, but it's not. I love them. No, but there's love.
Imagine. We know. It is what it is.
No,
Dude.
no, don't. You're making me land.
See?
Let me land.
Dude,
Like,
no. I'm not gonna let you land, baby. Not gonna let you land. You done already crashed the plane. This, guys, you let women talk long enough, eventually they tell on themselves. This woman just admitted to being friends with her ex. How much do you want to bet that the ex she's talking about is the baby daddy? You can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this shit up. This is why this community has grown the way it has. Because we know what the fuck we're talking about here.
That love in the sense of it was like, this was 10 years ago and like,
So you still love each other?
no, it's not love. I'm not.
So what is it?
It's just the genuine care. It's nice. Like,
Care?
yeah.
Oh my God.
Care is love. It's the same thing. Stop lying. You used to share the most intimate parts of your body. Come on.
Dude.
This person helped me for a hard time.
Right.
So it would be a shame to not be able to like
Here we
have
go.
a conversation or
Here
catch
we
up
go.
with them for a coffee every once in a
Oh,
while.
no.
Just because
No. Oh,
it's
no,
nice
no.
to have had that there. But don't get me wrong, moving forward, if there ever came a point where I'm in love with my man and he gave me an ultimatum, of course I'm choosing my man. But
Ain't nobody giving you ultimatums, Cheyenne. Men don't give ultimatums. Men give choices. And those choices must be established at the beginning of the relationship. When you tell her, among other things, I don't commit to women who are still friends with their ex. Are you telling me I can't be friends with my ex? No, you can do whatever it is you want to do. Just understand that by being friends with your ex, you are the type of woman that I do not commit to. It's not an ultimatum, ladies. That's a choice. Women call choices ultimatums when they don't like their choices. You can either be friends with your ex or you can be in a relationship with me, but not both. Well, that's an ultimatum. No, it's not. It's a choice. You can either be friends with your ex or you can be in a relationship with me. But when women can't have it both ways, that's when they call it an ultimatum. I gotta leave it there, guys. I might finish this one up because this was absolute. This was. I'm gonna tell you what, man. This was a master class by Sneako. This is a master class by Sneako, man. He absolutely killed it. He had Cheyenne on her toes. He had Cheyenne on her toes the whole time. It was a brilliant thing to watch. So that is going to do it for this. The 966th edition of TSR Live. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.